is. I really don't. I at this point, I have absolutely no idea why it does the thing or for what purpose, but it does. Oh, stream restart, random restart, awesome, love that for me. Good God. Sneeg? Oh, what I was saying about Sneeg was just that I felt bad that dude, like, so he's been getting into cooking fairly recently, like within the last year kind of thing, like enough that, like, you're posting, I should say, posting about cooking, and it was being hyped up, like pretty constantly, kind of hyped up, and then, one picture he posted, basically just didn't, even though it was, he like said, he's like, here's the recipe, it was clearly seasoned, but because it didn't, like, visually in the photo he took at that on the plate look overtly seasoned, I guess you can just see it dripping with seasoning or whatever, like, he got absolutely clowned for like so long, and I was like enough that he deleted the post. I'm like, good Lord. The poor dude's just trying to, like, share his, like, for lack of a better word, cooking journey kind of thing. We're just like, oh, I'm learning, like, new recipes and all these other. I'm like, God, what? Why are you doing this to this man? It got beyond his audience is kind of like what happened, but, like, good Lord, man. I hate Twitter, to be honest. I'm not a fan. I mean, follow me on Twitter, though. Oh, sweet Jesus. Guys, follow me on Twitter. You think half cobble, half oh, you're thinking so half cobble and half deep slate. All right, we can try that. I'm gonna try full. I think we're gonna try full deep slate, polished deep slate, and then I'll add in the half and half after to get kind of both looks at it. Oh man, I love that you guys promote this socials. You see my highlight? Also, in case you didn't see, I suggested using the walls on the vertical blocks instead of giving some more dimension. Oh, so you mean instead of the stair buttresses? Yeah, but even a small cutscene where it builds up to the attacker and then does or tells you how to block it would be at least better in my opinion. Yeah, again, I think there's some elements to it. I also think the fact that you'll start a fight and it'll tell you, like, the thing you need to know that's new in this fight. You know what I mean? But it'll be briefly there and then gone. I think that's not great. I do wish it was like the game pause, because sometimes it'll pause and sometimes it won't, and I do wish it would always pause so that you have time to read it. Because I'm like, listen, I know, like, thematically maybe that's not awesome for whatever you're doing, but I don't always catch that that's there because I'm in the middle of a fight, and then I don't always read it fast enough, and then it's gone, and then I don't know what they said, and it could be like, I didn't know for the double blue ring, which is the thing, if you're not there yet, that's not a spoiler, it's just a thing that comes up. Double blue ring will show up and you got a shield dash to be able to break it, but I didn't read that and I had no idea how to block those for the longest time, and then it came up again much later and I was like, okay, thank God that came up again. I was just rolling around like a madman. Keep for, oh, that was, yeah, I felt bad for him there. That sucked. Because they were bullying him, trying to call him career stuff. Missed the point. Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, and then they celebrate. They were. I remember because then they were like, "We did it, guys." I'm like, "What? You did what? Bullied someone? Like, what are you?" It's interesting. The internet's an interesting place, we'll say. I think I have more deep slate up here. Oh wait, no, I'll go down to the mine. I have way more deep slate in the mine. Yep. Well, because listen, like, the people doing it are often kids themselves. Often, I should say. Not always, is what I mean by that. And they just have a bit too much time on their hands. There's certain things, listen, I think there's benefit. I think there's a benefit to the accountability that something like Twitter can offer to a degree. I also think it gets taken too far by times, is applied non-consistently, or inconsistently, I should say. That's not, non-consistently is not a word, inconsistently, and I do believe that It's a mob that is not always in touch with reality. For instance, no, I don't want to get into it. I was gonna use no, you know what? I will use an example. I don't care. So for instance, and I know nobody here would be unreasonable. Like there was somebody on Twitter was starting like a fight with someone over their username because their username literally just was their name, their actual name, and they said they found it offensive and it would be like triggering to the trans people. But that's just because like their last name's Tron, like Tran. And that's because they're Vietnamese. Like it's just one of the most popular last names in Vietnam. So it's like that stuff where it's like, and that kind of stuff undercuts the whole good part of it, and allows for alternative sides to just be like, oh my god, most likely a troll. Maybe their history of posts suggests otherwise, but I hope it was. I hope it was just like something like, oh, I should have just brought the stonecutter with me. I'm a dum-dum. What can I throw down? I'm gonna throw down the bed while I'm here, just so that it's actually nearby. Cause yeah, sometimes that stuff's trolling. Sometimes it's not. Harry Styles, you don't know. Wait, I'm sorry, what? It's why I get mad at people calling out Harry Styles. You don't know, and he doesn't want to tell you. So, yeah, well, it's the same way. I didn't. So correct me if I'm wrong, because I think some of you might know more than I will. Correct me if I'm wrong. So, like, Dream of the Dream SMP is part of the LGBT because he's came out as unlabeled, which is, if I'm not mistaken, within that community. But I feel like people instantly took it as just not being real, which I mean, like, I don't, what else is the man meant to do to convince you? Hi again, Nate. How do? So it was like this very weird thing where I was like, well, because he was like, you know, I just wish to be unlabeled. I kind of like that, but well, what if I do? What if I do the I kind of like that a bit more, ish. Well, and what if we then? I'll just have 6 just in case. I don't think I need 6. No, I don't like how that does that thing. Well, actually, I can put a lamp. No, because that's the end of the stairs. I don't like the stairs. I do like this, I think. I like this generally. And what I'm gonna go with is then, okay, I need to make more. I need to make more of these. Please experiment with cobbled deep slate walls for texturing. I could do. Well, see, that's the thing is it's a cobble wall, and so that could work. I have tiled deep slate down here. Well, let's try that, I guess. I do like it. I do think I like it. You said it like 5. You said to you. I did not see that. Use the fence in the wall. Oh, you mean here? Oh, I thought Pink said instead of the stairs. I thought Pink had meant instead of the stairs. That's my mistake. So you mean like? And then I'm gonna set those for now. Where the solid block is. Okay, I'm sorry. I thought you meant instead of the stair. I like that kind of. I do think I might keep this cobble in the middle and then change this out. Because I do like Nate's idea of mixing the cobble in. I think that's kind of cozy. That's kind of nice. We're gonna drop these here. Sorry, I just got an idea. One second. But yeah, stuff like that out of the but yes, we're on the same wavelength. We have the same idea. I'm just literally going to go get a different wood type to do that. Yes, I am just literally going for a different wood type to do that. I will find you. I always hear that as General Zod from the Man of Steel movie. I will find him. Did you ever answer the question I asked a while ago? I think so, if it was about God of War. Yeah, that sucks. How far are you? Oh, how far are you? Because you may have fought the first one I'm on. I have just been... Okay, that's a spoiler. How do I phrase this? I had an interesting companion join me on my journey. And I've met from the trailers. I've already gone through the sequence that involves the little girl from the trailer. That's a trailer thing, so I don't feel bad about mentioning it. The other child, like the little girl from the trailer, I have done the sequence with her, unless there's more, in which case I don't know. But yeah. I'll physically eat them. I mean, that implies that you think that the hardcore world's only on this hard drive. The hardcore world exists in many places. I have both a physical, like I have a backup. I have two backups, one on two different USBs, and then I also have a whatchamacallit? Well, how do I have a backup on two USBs. And then I also have some on the cloud, or I have it saved to the cloud as well. I'm so devastated. You know what I hate? Because YouTube recognizes, oh, he likes God of War. Like, because I was watching, because I was watching some of Jacksepticeye's playthrough of it, because, you know, I enjoy Jacksepticeye. I'm like, he's a cool guy. I enjoy his content and the like. So I was watching that, but because of that, now YouTube Shorts and recommendations are all with that. Yo, Shadoof, dude, what's up, man? How you been? How was the weekend? But because of that, I'm just getting spoilers, because that's what things are titled, like just the YouTube titles, or their little what do you call it, the thumbnails, and I'm like, really? Like, I have had 4 huge spoilers for the game, like fate of certain characters spoilers from YouTube Shorts. And YouTube, like 30-second YouTube videos that are just like there with the title of exactly what's going on in that scene, but it's like the first couple words, and I like before I could even register what it is. Oh my god, it's devastating. I genuinely hate it so much because it's the clickbait title to be like, oh my god, what happened? Or it's like that moment, but I'm like, genuinely, the game's not even a week old. Like, the game came out Wednesday. This game is not even a week old, and people are already like, just individual 30-second, not even the full sequence clip, and it's a huge spoiler. And I'm like, my god. Hardcore, good lord. Good lord. I was reading through that, I was like, what is this? Also, but as a side note, I normally only watch YouTube as I'm working on something. In fairness, YouTube just is on. I have two monitors, pal. So I'll be doing something and I'll just have YouTube open on the other. Literally, anytime I've been on. Speaking of the SMP, anytime I've been on it and I've needed to like pause, like that hasn't been streaming, and I've needed to pause something, or there's been a pause when somebody came over and said, "Hey, nap" or whatever. I've needed to pause like a podcast or whatever that I was listening to. Not even a real podcast. It's literally Chuckle Sandwich. I mean, sorry, that is a podcast, but I've never listened to it as a podcast. I've only ever had it as a full video. I'm not losing the visual gags. Are you kidding me? No, I refuse. I ain't losing those. Visual gags, my beloved. So anyway, I've always just kind of like watched it on my like second monitor as I'm doing something. It has led to like, not in SMP or stuff like that, it's led to me making many mistakes or totally getting distracted, but you know. No, I don't like that. I was like, maybe, and then I was like, no, I don't like that. I was like, maybe I'll like the overhang, but I decided not to. Peach covered by Taco. Oh man. What's in computer program that works with two monitors? I seek only chaos. I hunger for the raw potential of this world. There is a lot of raw potential. I don't think I capitalize on it. I don't think I capitalize on it well enough. But you know. Also, I'm sorry. Did I miss your answer? I feel like I did. Very sore. First week of basketball. Ooh. Oh, that's gonna be a soreness, my friend. That is going to be quite the stiffness for muscles. At least, like in my experience, I remember when I played, it was like, ooh, every time. Oh, wait, do I have? I'm gonna do Acacia. I want to use Acacia for that. I'm gonna be a heathen about this. I like the slotted. I like the little like bars. I like the little bars of it. I think it's a cool door. Actually, do I even want doors to the balcony? I want Acacia on it. But okay, here's the question, chatters. Here's the out of canon question. Out of canon. If Dave can go on that balcony, will he jump off? I think I've like ringed it enough, but I think technically he could fall through potentially. I think I ringed it that he enough that he won't. But even if he could, will his pathing try to make him come off of there? He can't fall through. If there's fences, no. And that's why I put the fences. What are you doing up there? Did you? Okay, it's dirt. It's fine. I guess. Yeah, what are you gonna do about it? 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 Come on, do something. Do something. I wish you would. I wish you would. Yeah, do it. You got nothing. Got nothing. Not a single thing. Useless. Useless. Wish you would. Wish you would. Yeah, you stay there. Fun fact, chat, if you keep staring, they don't move. They will not move from their original position. They just stay. Yeah, you mad? You salty, man? You big mad about this? Bet you are. I bet you are. You're real mad, aren't you? Yeah, you are. All right, let's fight. Come on. Come on down. Blink down to me, pal. Come on. Fight me in the pits. Be a man. Be a man. Come on, fight me. I'm in the open. Come on now. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. I'm getting my teeth removed next Monday, and I'm honestly scared. Not because of potential dangers of the operation, but because secrets I hold. Vacate. I mean, that's. I can understand. I can scared of it exactly. I can understand like having some spookiness of that. I personally, like I've had a dental like surgery before. I'm actually going to the dentist this week. I've had a dental surgery before when I was young. I don't think I ever actually ended up saying anything that was like secretive. I feel like things like that are just not at the front of your mind afterwards. You just feel loopy. I wouldn't stress too much, but I can understand where the stress comes from. You know what I mean? What were the other messages? This looks like the new type of problem. Get a boat. Wouldn't have worked. But you could put a trapdoor over hanging front door in front of it. Walk under it. That's true. That's true. Hit up if you ever want to talk about God of War right now. You can message me on Discord. If you want, of course. Yo, it's a really pog game. I'm not gonna lie. It's a really sick game. I love it. I'm a big fan. Genuinely, I love what they've done with Kratos because it really does feel like a retired, especially when you know how dramatic he was in those first 3 games. Because like I never played them, like they were long before my time, but like they just like I remember seeing I remember when the 3rd one came out, seeing a YouTube video, or at least of the 3rd one, I should say. So I saw a YouTube video of it in 2013, maybe, and that was just I remember being like. Oh boy, Greek myth. Turns out violent. But anyway, what I was gonna say about it though was what I find to be most interesting is how they've managed to pivot the character in a way that feels quite natural to the character. It feels like, yes, this is someone who had like a wild and raucous early years and no longer wants to be that person and has really grown as a human, or I guess as a god. But it's interesting. Also, playing through this, there's a moment in this, like in the current one that I played, that it's like, oh man, I forgot, because it's just highlights of all the like most moments of Atreus from the 2018 game, and I'm like, oh my god, I forgot how much I forgot how annoying I found him. I was like, I forgot how much I hated him. I didn't even like hate it. He's like he's not a hated character for me by any means. I actually liked him, but it was just like I saw the Hermes fight in 3, and yeah, they pivoted great in these last 2. Yeah, exactly. I saw, I was like, good lord. Yeah, I was literally like, I forgot how much I hated this kid at times, because they spaced it out. Isn't this the same one who had the dirt earlier? We chill now? Okay, fair enough. So there was like I couldn't imagine going under during dental work. If I'm honest, I didn't say anything out of the normal when I got my wisdom teeth removed. I felt fine, but they did tell me to, because 4 were impacted, so I had to let stitches heal. Needed a knockout for it. Average person could eat in a minute. I don't think you could eat a loaf of bread in a minute, to be honest. Like, if it was a proper loaf and not sliced at all, I don't know if you could eat a loaf of bread. Like, even if you wet it in water and stuff like that and did the like techniques they use for eating fast, you know what I mean? Like, I genuinely, I don't know if you could. I don't know if you could. No. Inside. Yeah, I kind of like that. Maybe 1 in the mid. Nah, I like the 2. I like the 2. Do I still have? I think it's in a chest downstairs, actually. I think it's in a chest down here. I'll check that in there for now. And that's where I'm gonna put lanterns, because I like that idea. Yo, Samson, what's your name? That was way too mushed together. That didn't sound like anything. To your stream title, if you start decorating it because before Thanksgiving, you belong in a Hardbuck channel show. Yeah, fair. I once knew someone, or well, I guess I technically, well, anyway, my relation to the person doesn't matter. But yeah, I once knew someone. Oh man, like, she was like November like 11th anytime afternoon. And I was like, good lord. I mean, at least like she's, I don't know, I think it's because her father was military man. But anyway, I was like, it's a lot. I like Christmas. I like Christmas. Buddy, please, a breather is all I ask. But yeah, no, killer. That is absolutely. I saw those and I was like, I forgot how much that kid. But that's what they did. What I think they did really well in the first one is it was only moments would make you feel that way, and it was understandable, especially with the build-up. Like, it was understandable how that was happening, and it was emotionally fulfilling within the confines of the 2018 game to see them all string together afterwards. You're like, God, I forgot how much this kid pissed me off. I have a dasher. Good lord, doxing. You're doxing the dasher. But I don't like the made finishers the same for every type of enemy aside from select few. See, that's the thing. It's weird to me. Like, there's a greater enemy variety, which is something they worked on since 2018. But I felt there was greater variety in the finishers in 2018. Personally, I think there was. I think every enemy had its own type of finisher. Like, elves would have their own type, and what you found on Midgard who had its own type, etc. I can still feel pain every numb shot. Teeth out early, because if they're still growing, knowing they're always growing, the roots tangled up my nerves, and if they took them out, then I could have lost feeling in my jaw. Oh my god. Well, I'm glad that didn't happen. Okay, day. Probably realistically. Okay, that goes there. I might even do, now that I think about it, I might even change that to bars on the basement. What do you guys think about bars on the basement? I don't know. Is that like too much, do you think? Like it would add this like feeling of I don't know, like No, because I don't know if bars on a basement make sense for his home. You know what I mean? There's a person at my school who's allergic to both mosquitoes and bug spray. Ooh. Ooh. Isn't it like a thing in our blood? Isn't it like a thing that just like mosquitoes like you more? You know what I mean? Like, isn't that like a thing? There's something that you can have in your blood that's like in tonic waters and stuff like that or whatever. Yeah, they gave you moments of extreme hit, but until they reconciled and the pain every time. Yeah, asked home to do something, the whatever, still, yeah, it makes me mad thinking about it. This human, but that's the thing, is like in the confines of its game, it was like, I remember being salty at moments, but I was like, he's like 8 or whatever, or maybe it was like 11, I guess. It's somewhere between 8 and 11. I guess we don't know, but he can't be older than 10. He's way too small. It's like here, let's find out. Because the actor, I love that they use the same actor, and that's why Atreus sounds different in the sequel, is because the actor sounds different. Yo, Criminal, I'll do. He was 11 in the first one. Yes, he was 11. Atreus was 11 in the first God of War. But yeah, hello, Creeperman 499. How are you doing? Hey, thank you so much for the follow, dude. I appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. I love that this is the art that's in Dave's house. I adore that. All right, I'm gonna go get some iron because I need that to work on. I wonder if I have some up here actually. I'm gonna need that to do the whatchamacallit? The lanterns that I want to make for this place. Got copper, but no iron. Gotta go back home. Gotta go home, boy. That's right. I like that the first one really is God of Boy. I also like that changed. I don't think he calls him boy much in the sequel. I don't think I've heard it more than maybe not even once. 36 finishers for each enemy in 2018, but like 2 for each Ragnarok. Yeah, and see, maybe the scope of Ragnarok's big. I don't know. I mean, I guess it technically is. Every realm is accessible at some point, apparently, in the game. I don't know if they'll all be accessible by the end. I have absolutely no idea. That's genuinely, not a spoiler. I don't know. But I think that's an interesting little thing. There was some iron in the court. Well, rip. I'm already here. Why is there a bench reserved? You don't put down benches to look at your art? You put up art and you're not like, yes, I wish to bear witness. The reason they call him boy is because the writers couldn't decide his name. Is that true? Because there is a lot of time where he goes, Atreus! No iron? I'm ordering food. Stew can be tomorrow, but it's fresh today. It's fresh stew. Isn't that delicious though? Isn't fresh stew kind of worth it? I'm somewhat of a genius, you know? Some have said Napoleon the VII, smartest man they know. I don't know who said that, but some have. Good God. Good golly, Miss Molly. No iron, but Mega Mind me. I don't like stew or soup. You don't like soup? He's a great guy. We use paintings as flat screen TVs, so I thought that was what Nap was doing. Oh no, it's just genuinely a big painting. Is the best the day after. That's fair. Don't get me wrong, stew does get better day after day. There's something about working hard on something, like working to make a dish and then getting to have it the day of. You know what I mean? It's nice. It's a nice feeling. Oh man. I need to figure out. Yeah, I want to figure. I think I want to do like raviolis or something like that pretty soon. I got that recipe and I'm pretty excited. Not the character nap. Well, I don't know how I was meant to. How was I meant to know? It's for me. How was I meant to know? It's just me. I just go off information given. Okay, I believe you. Shut it lie. It's about the other time. Okay, I believe you. Bah. You know what's absolutely wild? So I was talking with my friend, just because, like, I know this isn't that wild, but like, so we were talking about like, you know, how like certain movies were changed forever by like recasts and stuff like that. And like specifically, we ended up talking about, you know, I don't know why I said, you know, I haven't told you yet. We were talking about how like Dumbledore, like the actor Richard Harris dies after movie 2, and so they have to switch to Michael Gambon. And like, regardless of all the other garbage going on with that series, I don't like, I'm not huge on this. I just find it very interesting that like, I feel like that switch though happened at the perfect time. Like, I don't know if, I kind of want to know what it would have looked like, but I don't know if Richard Harris's version would have been the one to like a duel Voldemort and like do these big like things that do the like quiet and like all these things, but he would have definitely nailed the like, did you put your name in the Goblet of Fire, Harry? He asked calmly. Like, he would have nailed stuff like that. But it's very interesting that as in the third movie we get the darker shift in tone, we also get the darker Dumbledore, who's more of the like old wizard. You're not sure if he is a good guy per se. Like, he's just there. Who's to say where his allegiance lie, you know? You know? He shows up, and he always seems to have something going on, and he has a plan, but you don't know if that plan's your plan. How was I supposed? Thank you. Yeah, that was exactly the vibe I was going. What is I? That's what I mean when I say is for me. I had to find those emojis to copy. Yeah, that's why is for me. Chatters, what do we think? Glass or vines? Or the vines are there. Glass or iron bars? What do we think? I feel iron bars aren't very home-like, but then neither's, like, it's also just a pretty dark basement, you know what I mean? This to me is so random. I mean, understandably. I have been known, time to time, to be a little all over the place. Just a little, just a smidge. But like, you know, in general, I bring it back around. When I start a topic, I'll bring it around eventually. Oh, Glass has been in prison far too long. Oh my god. Fence. Ooh, interesting. I hadn't considered. No, I feel it'll clash with the rest too much. I do need some more spruce just to finish off that, and then I want to get some flowers for it. And then Chatters. Well. Let me see what that looks like. Well, here, let me sleep first and then see what that looks like. Woe is me, bro. I like it. Yo, I'm glad. Wait, do you mean you like the build, or do you mean you what do you mean you like that I'm all over the place? I mean, 6 doesn't have another. Could work. That could work. Comes no, I think I'd do it out of there. You guys don't even know what I'm talking about. You guys think I'm crazy. Well, maybe I am crazy. Crazy might just be what this town needs. I like both. Yo. Oh my god. Pink uses fence and staircases as walls because they don't like ensuring the safety of their villagers. Oh. Is there no brick? I could have swore I had some brick here. Really? I used it all? Oh, yes, I used it all. Forgot I used it all. Let me go get some more clay. I do need to finish that, and then I need to finish a lot of things. This is a large project that's just ongoing. I love it, don't get me wrong. I adore how this is going. I just hope it's not too slow for other people. I pick away at things, you see. I pick away. You're focusing on saying something random. I mean, that describes my life, yeah. That's a pretty good analysis. I say to myself in an empty room. I mean, sometimes you gotta give yourself a pep talk, and it's in an empty room. You've never been slow on the press. Look at me, I'm Chad. Look at me, me. Give Jeremy my condolences. Give him my best. XOXO. Give me the balls. Give. Bop. Thank you. I play the actual instrument, so I play the actual instrument trumpet, so I just kind of do the same thing, and it makes and it's just easy enough to just continue with the like. With whatever tune's going on. He's bringing Santa in through the chimney. I mean, maybe I'm adding the chimney, you know? We've made some good progress, though. Like, look, we got the nether enclosure kind of mostly done. I mean, I just need to get the glass finished there, which I was waiting for that to cook. We're going to probably, if you finish Dave's house today, which that's pretty pog. That's pretty good news. You know? I think you'll be pretty pleased. Our little villager friend. Mon petit chauffeur. Mon petit soleil. Désolé. That can go there. No, I thought I was in here. That. Do other people get on the server? Oh, it's actually single player. This is my hardcore world. I've had the world for about a year, a little over actually, almost a year and a half now. But the way that I play it, as you can see in that little write-up, I play it differently than normal. So my idea in starting this hardcore world is that I wanted to play it only doing things as the game kind of taught me how to do them, even though I've played Minecraft obviously for years. So, you know, like I couldn't go to the nether till I found enough ruined nether portals. I can't cure zombie villagers till I find the cure in an igloo. I couldn't enchant stuff. Well, like for some stuff, like enchantment, I did it like, oh, I had to visit a cleric who was in a next town 2 towns over, and that cleric was able to teach me a bit of enchantment because he's the guy who sells enchantment stuff, etc. Like he sells XP bottles and the like. So, you know, it's stuff like that because I thought that'd just be a fun way to kind of try to play Minecraft, and it really slows the gameplay down a lot. Like, you know, it's not go to the end within a month, like, or within a week if you really wanted. And so it made it slower, but also in progression, but has allowed for kind of a story to grow with it. You know what I mean? If you played on that SMP, I don't think you get on. Okay, haha. I've been on more than you have, L. Not on that one more than you have, but you know, I've been on more SMPs. I don't know. I had like the sessions I've done have been like 8-hour sessions. So I did. Oh, well, I mean, you've been on for 6 days and I have a life. No, I'm kidding. It's so mean. Oh, I'm sorry. That was mean. That was more mean than I meant it to be. Oh. I do need more of this, actually. I do need a lot more of this. Oh god, not an accent. No, please! Please! Southern for my crimes. Well, shoot. You know, Mom always said stupid is as stupid does, and I guess, as it turns out, she was right. I may have inadvertently locked myself into this, but only for 5 minutes or so, so you know, it's an easy price to pay. Plink doesn't have the date to get food to be. I don't have to. Wait, in what world am I getting food out of that? Good lord. Give me the brick. Oh man, but yeah, yeah. Actually, speaking of like work, I mean, and stuff like that. I was gonna say this one time. I remembered earlier today, and I was like, you know, I should bring that up on the stream. I remember this one time. I'm gonna run back and get the spruce stuff while that's cooking, just to make use of my time. I remember this one time when I was working at, we'll call it a blue electronics store, and leave it at that. Yo, Jimmy coming through! Taco and the Baja Blast. God bless. God bless. So it's good for you, King. I'm glad you have sustenance. But yeah, so anyway, I was working at this electronic blue store that sold, you know, computers and the like. And while I was working there, I remember this one shift where I was probably there. They had me on shift for some like 10 hours, which was annoying, but like, you know, whatever. I decided to do it because I needed the extra money. And while I was doing that, at the time, I don't work there anymore, so I'm fine with telling this story, but like, anyway, I remember there was this one customer who came in, and so there was a deal on of like, you know, the Office suite, which is like all the Microsoft Office products for like on sale for X amount, and you get all of them at once, you know what I mean? And so, you know, I decided, yeah, I could sell it because like the guy came in and he was meandering around, and that's fine. I don't really care if anybody bought anything anyway. Because I was like, I don't really care. Which I mean, my boss didn't like, but again, I didn't care what they thought either. So it was like, oh well, L plus ratio. But what was interesting was I started chatting with this man, and I did not know this at the time. I did not know this man had a reputation at this store. You see. And so, I'm an idiot, MJ. You were talking about Nab. Oh. What? Hello, yo, Dragoncore. Welcome back, my friend. I thought you were off for the night. I hope you're doing well. But anyway, what I was gonna say was, yeah, so anyway, while I was talking with this fellow, with this individual, he starts asking me questions, which I thought were a might bit weird. Started asking me things like, well, and do you think that's a fair price? Do you think that's a good deal? I was like, doesn't really matter what I just, it's what the deal is and it's what the price is. Price is what it is. Gotta go watch Celtics game. Bye, Nap. Have a good week. Yo. Hope we also have a good week, Shadoof. And I suppose I hope the Celtics do well. Given that it sounds like you're cheering for them. I mean, not really, I don't know that, but you know, whatever. But anyway, is that a good deal to you? And I was like, well, again, it doesn't quite frankly matter what I think. I don't set the prices nor the sales for the store, you see. And this man was absolutely grilling this out of me. Like, absolutely would not let it go. And then slowly but surely, and he's saying this for anything we come across. Doesn't matter, like, it's the Office suites first, and then we start talking about, like, laptops, stuff like that. He's like, and do you feel that is a fair deal? I was like, and then I started hearing through my earpiece, because, you know, we had an earpiece microphone, like walkie-talkies for everybody, and it was like, Nap, Nap, leave him. Leave him. That guy's always in the store, and he literally is always trying to get a deal that we can't offer. Like he's just gonna waste your time. Do not deal with that man. I should have warned you about him when he came in, because I still kind of knew. You know, I gotta go by watch hopefully soon. Yo, nice having you, Green Man. I hope you have a wonderful week, dude. If you ever want to come back, I stream every Monday and Friday. I hope you've enjoyed your time. Oh, this needs to be done from the outside. Well, yeah. So I was like, well, why not? Why not? Sure. I don't run them out. I'll keep talking to him, and I did. I kept talking to him. Mans wouldn't let go. And then he has the audacity to try to get me in trouble with my manager by telling him I told him he'd get a better deal. This dude goes at it, like leaves after I finally like be like, I can't give you anything better. I'm sorry. It's just not how this works. We don't barter. That's the price. And then he goes to the manager of the store and he's like, hey, yeah, your employee told me I would get this for this price instead. And I was like, what? Excuse me? I was like, yeah, what do you mean? What do you mean I told you this? I most assuredly did not. I forgot that Naps ends at 8:30. And what you said that your streamer you watch, I kind of assumed you met someone after. Hell. I read that and then I was like, oh, this has nothing to do with me. Okay. I just run a chat room, I guess. I'm kidding. My customers will ask me, and I'm the supervisor, and then they'll ask my coworkers who are below me and try to get the deal out of them, and then and the face they make when they come back and ask me about it is delightful. Good lord. That would be. That's like that time I've told about where I got made a manager for like 20 minutes. It was great. It was the highlight of my life. I came back with just the most villainous of grins. Oh man, they must have like, I'm sure I rounded the corner to that like drive-through, and they just heard the absolute like, Lucifer. Like they totally heard just the absolute horrendous sounds of hell coming for them as I came wheeling around. Belioth, Beelzebub, Lucifer, and I came wheeling around like yada 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 this. Oh my god. They were not happy to see me. I'll tell you that. Can't imagine why. Did I let power go to my head? Who's to say? You know? I'm sure some folks might tell you, you know, oh, that's Napoleon Bonaparte. He let power go immediately to his head. Well, people talk, you know? People say things. People say a lot of things. I'm just saying I dealt with business, you know? I dealt with my business with this individual. As a manager, people said, yeah, they do. They could never convince me to actually take the job of manager. I didn't want the job. I mean, mind you, they didn't offer it to me. There was one person who was a manager who wanted them to offer me manager, but the owners hated me, so there was not going to be an option of them giving me manager, because I was only considered after like the huge exodus of people, but I was knowledgeable, and they were like, oh, give it to him, and they were like, no. But hey, money, not worth it. For me, at least. In my situation, I was like, that is not worth the extra $2. I was like, nah. Especially because I'm just not going to be good at it in the way that they think. Like, Chatters, did you, like, have you just never lied? Chatters, I straight up just told people to their, I was like, no, I'm the manager. Like, no, I'm supervisor on shift. Like, I just looked these people in the eye. I was like, what are you gonna do? Tell me I'm wrong? You're gonna look at me and you're gonna tell me I'm wrong, dude? You don't know. You don't work here. Who are you? I straight up, they're like, can I speak to a manager? I'm like, I am. And they're like, huh? I'm like, I'm the supervisor for shift. The actual manager's not in. I'm supervisor for shift. Meanwhile, I know there's like 3 more. But like, I'm like, what are you gonna do? Like, what are you gonna do? Nothing. You're gonna do nothing. Like L plus ratio. I was looking for spruce trees. I was hoping I had them. I don't want to cut those ones down. I guess I gotta venture out a little bit. No, I must have spruce wood somewhere. This is impossible. There's no way I don't have spruce wood somewheres. I gather so much of it so often. You got to be absolutely gabagooling me if you're gonna convince me I have no spruce wood anywhere. She's the Wicked Witch of the East, bro. Grow up. Oh my god. I wonder where they are now. I hope they're doing well. I hope they've been well taken care of in life. It becomes blind? You did? What? And just when I'm so I play with I was like, oh wait. I said I want a small streamer for fun, and Pig thought I meant someone's. Oh. Bro, who else? Bro, I am like small. We are small time, my friend. I think at this point we're smaller than when we started. Oh well. I'm well aware that Minecraft as a community, it's like, see, that's the thing. I've talked to people about this before. Because I don't personally mind it, because I'm like, I mean, yeah, there's elements that like I'm like, is there something I should change? But then also and there is elements that I think I'll start to shift and change. But and I think YouTube's the big thing I want to start focusing on. I've said this for 2 months now. I understand that sounds probably stupid at this point, but that like my life's just been busy. But anyway, I digress. Excuses. But no, my point's just like, I just know Minecraft is a like slowly declining game again. I came on its tail end, not its like. No, I came on its tail end rather than its whatchamacallit build up during like the Minecraft Monday era. So like I came out of the tail post like mid Dream SMP era, and like Hermitcraft being huge again and stuff like that. So like, and it's also largely people aren't locked down and have more free time, and so that's just like, that's fine. I'm like, yeah. Also, I just like the amount of people like there are, if that makes sense. I think I've had it be where there was like on average 25 to 30 people in chat, and it was fun. It was a lot of fun, but I do like the and I don't know if I'd ever want it to be more than that, like too much, unless it was like to become a career, because it just becomes like a lot of people and a lot of opinions and feelings and all these other things, and it's less communal in that way sometimes. Oh well, you already said it. I'm already gonna screen cap it. It's literally saved forever. L plus ratio. You thought. And we'll get rid of the 1 coal. The Wizard of Oz dude is apparently in Ontario, works at a dealership, and he's very cute. Like, cute as it, like, what do you mean? Isn't he, wait, how's he alive? No, there's no way. He would be like 150. How's he alive? Yeah, how's he alive? What? Oh, you mean the guy from the Vine? I thought you meant the man who played the Wizard of Oz. Like, I thought you meant the wizard from the Wizard of Oz. I was like, he was like 70 when that happened. Yo, Game Bread, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Outdo, welcome. You'll fit right in with the 94%. Which is what my chat calls himself, because we took a poll once and 94% of the 94% of them self-identified as being part of LGBT, and I was like, oh, pog. Ruh-roh, it's a lightning storm. Oh, sweet Jesus. Oh, sweet Jesus. This could probably still kill me. I'm in danger. Hi, fellas. El Dorado, the eternal city of gold. Well, it's tough to be a god, Chad. You're a sham. Oh man. Anyway, but I have a burrito indisposed. Oh, sweet Jesus. I don't want to leave my dorm again. L plus ratio. I don't know why that would be an L plus ratio moment, but it is. What a way for the hardcore world to end. Just a lightning bolt, just Jeb himself smote me down. Just, and I go, ah. Be kind of wild, not gonna lie. Kind of wacky. Yeah. Anyway, so it was just wild that this guy decided that he could just like absolutely report me to my manager because I wasn't giving him a deal, even though it was already on set. I was like, what do you want from me? I was like, there is nothing I can do for you, sir. This is already on sale. In what world am I providing you with something? I don't know if this is gonna be nice or not. I'm gonna try something here, chatters. I'm gonna try something here. I don't know. I don't know if this is gonna be nice or not, chatters. I'm just gonna try something. More acacia. The most I can do here is offer you disappointment and a smile, but I can not sadly do that. I need the job. Oh, see, for me, that's the thing is like, you know what I used to do? So when I worked at a Dairy Queen, they're like, oh yeah, well, I was like, I know I am the manager. And then they were like, oh, what? How could you? Because I would just pull out a set of keys. They were just my car keys. Like, they would just, I'm like, no, I am the manager. Like, I would just be like, no, it's me. And no one was gonna say anything. And then, if they would be like, and I'd just say the most outlandish of things, don't even think about interrupting my story time. My story time. Anyway, but they'd just be like, oh yeah, bad start, I know, right? But I'd just be like, oh yeah, no, I'm the manager. And they'd just be like, okay, well then, what's the owner's name? I want to talk to the owner, like, because they were pissed. I was telling them the most outlandish things. I just tell them like, no, can't. They'll be like, I'm like, no, actually, get out, or I'm calling the cops. Like, I was, listen, not a good business practice. I know, don't do it, Chad, don't do it. It's not right, and if your boss caught you, it would probably be a problem. But anyway, I would just say things, and I was like, I don't care. Like, I was at a point where I just didn't care. And then they'd be like, oh, I want to talk to the owner. I'd just be like, call Warren Buffett. I'd be like, he's the owner. You think you're gonna contact Warren Buffett? You think Warren Buffett's gonna pick up your call? Huh? You think Warren Buffett is answering your call? No, I'm sorry, I'm the best you got. Like, I would just be like, yeah, call a billionaire, Warren, but yeah, see where that gets you, pal. All right. Oh my god. It was so funny. It was just so funny because they would just be absolutely losing it. The audacity. And I'm like, yeah, I'm audacious. What of it? L plus ratio. Oh my god. Again, this was at a point, I don't recommend it. I was very done with this job. It was breaking several laws already, and I was done in like 2 months. I was like, I'm not staying. So like, I was risking it all because I didn't care anymore. I don't recommend this, chat. But also do recognize you can always get another job, and don't let a job run rampant all over you. Like, you are giving them what they like. They're like, oh, I'm paying you. Like, yeah, that's what a job is. I do this work, you pay me to do it. I'm doing it, so you pay me. Don't let them like try to make it seem like they're giving you something by giving you a job. No, they're not. That's what a job is. A job is you're paying me to be here. And that's my point. Like, also, and don't get me wrong, I'm not saying quit and not have something lined up. I'm saying if your job's not good to you, find another one while you're working there. Just begin to look for another job. You'll be surprised. You can probably find another one. And even if it's on the same par, at least you like got somewhere else. You know what I mean? No, I need, no, I didn't mean to. Oh, I do like that. Okay, so I just need a little bit more mangrove then to do that side. That's gonna be like that. Then I need to go outside. Okay, did not mean to do that. I don't know why I tried to lock that. Schedules change, directions that go against your training, and especially anything that goes against regulations, laws, document everything. Yes, absolutely. My point with that, like, listen, don't feel any sort of shame or any like, oh, Naps like thinks poorly of me because I'm staying in this job. Like, everyone, you know your situation best. I'm not giving you advice in that way. Don't take this as like the best advice to ever follow. I'm just saying, you know, in my opinion, your job doesn't own you. And if you're working somewhere that treats you like they own you, they don't, and don't let them treat you that way. You are doing your job, and that's why they pay you. They're not doing you a service by giving you a job, unless it's literally like, oh, you know, they took a chance on you. No, and even then, okay, you took a chance. That's what chance is. Sometimes it doesn't work out. Wah wah. Like, the point of job is I trade my services for monetary compensation. That's a job. I work at this cafe, and the cafe has a liquor license and sells alcohol throughout the day. Whatever. The cafe is not officially run by the gym, but they're their own thing. The owner of the cafe had her birthday on Friday. She got her friends started at 10 a.m. and it is until 7 p.m. They threw all the soccer maintenance is telling me about it, and they sang happy birthday 20 times in the 3 hours I was there. That I was supposed to kick them out. Oh, yeah. See, that's the other thing. Yeah, like and that's also, yeah, that's not your fault. If you weren't specified that you have the option to kick somebody out, like, oh man. But yeah, jobs are weird. They really do think they own people. It's so weird at this point. The disease of like, oh yeah, I've given you a job, so ergo you owe me, is so weird. Like, I hardly know her. That's so weird for that to be at a gym too. That I feel like that should be considered wrong. Like, alcohol and working out should not probably mix, I would guess. Or no, I might know as well. I just know, yes. It's a bad idea. May not think poorly of you, but I will, and I'm willing to help you build a resume to find a better option / but I mean, genuinely, would help you with the word formatted things. Resume can be done with docs yourself, I promise. Yeah, see, and that's the thing. There's like, just know, like, there's better situations. And it's hard to know that when you're in a bad one. You know what I mean? It's hard to know that there is a better situation when everything feels like it's bad. If that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense. I might have just sounded dumb there. But anyway. I digress. We're basically coming to the end of stream. But aside from a few probably last minute details I might do in another stream, I like to finish up that. I think, chatters, it might just be the case. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. It might just be the case though. That David's got a house. Might just be. Might just be. I don't mean to celebrate too early. I'm just saying. There's a few details I want to add, you know, some additional things. But I think, you know, it's like there's a little sparsity to it here and there, etc. But I think David boy has his house finished. I'll add some art. I think I want to add some art up top. I want to add some paintings in or whatever. But you know what? You know what happened? Oh, I've been working on this house for a little while. You know, a hot minute. And it's for my good my good friend David. I know him quite well. Chatters know him quite well. And he's gonna get to move in. Yes, David. I'm gonna move you in, pal. David, my boy, David, my friend. You have a full house to yourself. Yes. Yeah, what do you think? Huh? Oh, well, no, it was nothing. It was a bit of, just some elbow grease. That's all. Well, you're too kind. You're too kind. What? Well, I mean, if you think you need to, yeah, we can add two. When we'll probably like re-add a wall for like some like space for that. But I mean, yeah, I can get you like a queen size. Yeah, don't you want? What? Oh yeah, king too. Yeah, that's easy enough done. I can do that easy peasy. I mean, yeah, I guess Big Bens are fun. Yeah, yeah, sure. You know, that makes sense. Yeah, like working late nights or whatever. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Yeah, sure thing, David. You know what? That's a good idea. I'm gonna go let them go. I'll be right back. Chatters, friends, amigos, pals, mon ami. You know, I hope you're doing well. Hope life treats you well through I hope life treats you well through the week. I hope it's all good. You know, we are doing well. Oh, good. I'm glad. Yeah. Anyway, I think this is probably where we're gonna end out for the day. You know, I think this is probably where we're gonna end out for the day, and call it quits. We're reaching that time. Sometime this week, Ink Mi Casa del Mia. I think it's dark and I don't want to get blown up by a creeper. If I butchered your name, I'm so sorry, but thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Seem nervous? No, not at all. What would make you say that? I'm not nervous at all. Oh man. But chatters. Yeah, let me make some room. Let me no, I'll keep the water bucket up. Don't keep the bow, put that in there. matters. I hope you're doing well. I do genuinely hope. Also, Mikasa Delmina? Apologies again if I butchered that name. I hope you're doing well as well. Oh, sorry, I'm about to end up, but I do hope you all do well. I will see you again at the very latest on the Friday stream. Who knows? It depends on how something else works out for my Wednesday, as whether or not I'm free. And if I am, I might try to get a stream in. I don't know. It's still technically kind of midterm season, I think, for my friend, or like for my roommate. So I'm like, so it'll depend. But regardless, we'll see. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful week. I know you will. I know you'll enjoy it. I hope good things happen to you. And I will see you come Friday. Bye, chat. Bye, chat. Bye.